Your customers have changed. We've all changed. How we connect and discover, learn, buy, receive, and even complain has changed, and it's not going to stop changing. To survive and thrive in this new reality, you have to future-proof how you do business.
Ladies and gentlemen, your biggest source of lost revenue in your business is the customer, the client, the prospect that you never knew about. They drove by and they didn't stop. Or they came in and they left without being engaged. They went to your website, but they clicked away, or they called and they hung up before you had a chance to talk to them. And the worst part about it is you have no idea who those people were.
But now everything is convenient. For companies, for organizations, for industries and categories that want to survive, convenience has overtaken quality as the primary driver. We used to talk about our competitive advantage, right? We know what it is. It's quality, commitment, caring, trust, people. Here's what the research shows today. Customers are prioritizing speed and flexibility and access and convenience.
At the end of the day, it's about competitive advantage. It's not about what you do well. It's what do you do better than others who do it well. Product centricity is losing its luster because everybody's product is good. If it wasn't, you'd be outed quickly on TripAdvisor and Yelp and Rotten Tomatoes and Glassdoor and everything else. The shift we've been seeing, and it's been happening for years, is from product-centric to customer-centric.
Today, the ramifications of underperformance in the eyes of your customers, you falling short, you screwing up, them feeling frustrated, the ramifications of that are profound because everybody's got a bullhorn that reaches around the world.
If we can have a greater level of predictability of our customers' behavior and their buying behavior, we can have a greater predictability of sales and revenue and cash flow, and we can budget for that. We can plan for that. Here's the problem. The problem is your customers have never read your employee manual. They don't know how they're supposed to do it. They just know how they want to do it. And how they want to do it is changing.
Now, the pushback I get all the time is, well, if we do it for her, we got to do it for everybody. No, you don't. Just do it for the people who ask, because most people won't, if you can. But we understand our customers better. We understand their changing expectations. We understand what frustrates them. And we have modified our business model and delivery in a way that makes us a better choice than others who didn't. That's customer centricity.
Why you? I said, please, God, don't tell me. What makes you different is we really listen to our clients and we tailor our solutions to meet their individual needs. And they're laughing kind of nervously. I'm like, you all say it. This is your big value proposition. You're going to listen to me? Should this not be a given? You know, we take a different approach. We largely ignore our clients and we impose our solutions often violently upon them. Kind of a different approach. Zigging and zagging.
My kids are like, oh my God, Dad, you so don't get it. I said, oh, no. I teach it. And I have 4 times more followers than you. It's like, shut up, Dad.
I said, there's, as a parent, and those of you who are parents know this, and those of you who are parents of dogs think you know this, but you don't. Oh, I have fur babies. No, you don't. It's just like kids, but no, but you'll see. You ever watch Love It or List It? You find yourself as real estate agents just cheering for the listed side. List it, list it, list it. Come on, list it. Oh, we're gonna love it. Oh, man.
Hi, it's David Avrin, and this is the Customer Experience Advantage. You know, it's been said for generations that business is about relationships. We do business with people we know and we like and we connect with. But when do our conversations with our connections cross a line? How personal is too personal? And how can we be our authentic selves without jeopardizing our business relationships? We'll swim through those murky waters right after this. People who see me speak at a conference have admitted to wondering if I'm that same irreverent guy offstage or if that's just my onstage persona. Well, I hope they're not disappointed to learn that this is me, most of the time. Of course, off-duty, I'm most often in jeans or shorts and wearing a superhero t-shirt, but I made the decision a long time ago to be consistent and authentic. This is me. But it's not all of me. Does that make sense? Now, everything you see and hear coming out of my mouth on stage and on these videos is me, and it's true, and it's what I honestly believe. But I don't share everything that I think and feel and believe. I mean, I have opinions about things just like everybody else does. I have political and religious beliefs. There are sports teams that I follow and celebrities I can't stand, and fashion I think is ridiculous, but I don't share everything publicly. Why? Because I have a family to support and employees who rely on me for income. Now, some people will undoubtedly disagree with my opinions, and that's okay. But why bring those conversations into professional relationships that have nothing to do with my personal preferences? No, I've seen too many instances with others where customers or client relationships begin to morph into personal friendships. And while deepening relationships are really fulfilling, especially when it's someone that you really find yourself liking on a personal level. And I'm not talking about romantic feelings, that's a whole different conversation. But real friendships with great people. I'm saying that we can't lose sight of the fact that the business dynamics the relationship was based on has to take precedence. This is first and foremost a relationship forged on commerce, and we can't confuse it with a real personal friendship. And that's important because any falling out or disagreement we might have will adversely affect the revenue of our company. Now, people have lost clients over personal issues, and as an employee, you were on the clock. This relationship began with the goal of a financial transaction, so don't let it go off course. Now, to be clear, I'm not suggesting that we can't forge meaningful relationships with coworkers and clients, but we do have to be conscious of the lines surrounding our conversations. When we start getting a little too comfortable and make comments about maybe a political speech we saw on TV, and make an assumption about the political leanings of our client based on their earlier comments, we run the risk, often a 50-50 risk, that they will believe otherwise. Now we've just inserted tension into a relationship that was unnecessary, and none of this has anything to do with our business. When we get overly comfortable and admit to a crush on a celebrity or compliment the appearance of someone walking by, or worse yet, a coworker, we have crossed a big line. And having thoughts or opinions is perfectly normal, it's human. But we're not at a barbecue with our neighbors, and we're not watching a ball game with our friends. Business is different. It has to be different. And the lines between appropriate and inappropriate conversations are far less gray than they used to be. Now, to be honest, I am talking to myself as much as I am to you. I struggle with this every day. Not about being inappropriate, but being too comfortable and casual with business connections. I mean, I speak for a living, and I have these phenomenal conversations with my clients, really brilliant and wonderful people. And when I get off stage, people are so nice to me. They compliment me and they smile at me, and they often want to tell me their stories after hearing my stories on stage. Everyone wants to talk to me like I'm their best friend. I think it's one of the things that makes me successful, is that I'm relatable. I love people, I truly do, and I love talking to them. I'm an extrovert through and through. It's one of the best things about my job. I mean, yeah, I have to travel, but I meet so many wonderful people. But I also always have to have this active conversation in my head that balances both content and context. The content is what I'm discussing with someone, but the context is the venue and my surroundings and who else is around us, and the reminder that I don't really know this person and I can't talk to them like I would to my wife or my brother or my best friends. It's hard for me because I love to talk to people, but I do this for a living. This is my livelihood. My clients are my clients, and the audience members may be friendly, but they aren't really my friends. Just one misinterpreted comment or action from the hundreds that I might engage with at an event could come back to bite me. Once again, authentic engagement and comfortable conversation is at the foundation of every beneficial business relationship. But watch the line. There are subjects that families avoid at Thanksgiving, and there are subjects and opinions that we should avoid discussing at work and with clients. Here's why we do it. What's better than hanging out with friends? There's so many things we have to do in life. We need balance, right? The balance is the things we get to do. When we connect with someone like us, in so many ways we forge friendships. It's awesome. But when that friendship involves the exchange of money for goods and services, we have to draw some parameters. Here's why we hate it. Who wants to put artificial limits on personal connection? We know them, they're awesome, they're just like us, right? Well, maybe, and maybe not. Any disagreement or conflict, misinterpreted comment, offensive remark, or overly personal revelation has the potential of interfering with the exchange and future exchange of dollars between you. This is a business relationship, and people's livelihoods are dependent on the ongoing business transactions. Here's a better approach. Be professional. Remember that being on the clock means that you're being paid to interact with your coworkers and your clients. And we spend a third of our life at work, and we should be great coworkers and make great connections with our customers and our clients, but don't overinterpret a smile or a laugh or a conversation. This isn't high school. There's plenty of people to be real friends with where you can let your guard down after work and on the weekends. There's just too much at stake to risk your reputation and your job by being too much you. I mean, be authentic, be engaging, and be friendly. But remember, this is your business and your livelihood. Be professional.